Hello, Tase, bonjour, good morning, and happy holidays. Merry Xmas Eve. It is the eve of Christmas. It's the beginning of the holidays officially because everything's going to be closed down, everything's going to be shut down. Anyways, my apologies. I slept in today, so I decided to do the broadcast for this morning a little bit later. And either way, I'm still here as promised. Remember what I said before, though: calories don't take holidays, so it's important to maintain some sort of workout schedule, exercise routine, even during the holidays, even if it's just for a half an hour when you wake up in the mornings or through somewhere in your day. It's important to do that. So anyways, I wanted to do a special edition for today's show and share my Christmas tree and show the presents. I'm really happy this year for the normally I'm not big on stuffing presents underneath the tree, but wow. It's the most presents I've ever had underneath my tree. And we do have a real tree, and it's from the forest here locally in Alexander First Nation. So anyways, good morning everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm here online to wish you Merry Holidays or Merry Christmas if you celebrate it or not. It's a great time of the year. It's traditionally, this is where families, we all huddle together, but they're saying all over the news that not to do that this year. So we got to make do with what we got. I do have enough family in the house as it is, and my girlfriend and her children, and as well some of my family members. My mom's nearby, and I got a couple of cousins, and we're all safe. We all know we're safe because we've all been tested for COVID, and we've all been practicing safe practices. My cousin works at a place where he has to practice safe handling and safety protocols. So anyways, I'm just gonna do a little bit of dancing here, and I'm gonna do a little bit different today. I'm gonna dance with my hoop today. So I got my hoops here. So I'm gonna do some hoop exercises. So yeah, I hope you guys wanna do some hoop dancing stuff. So anyways, this is my favorite thing to do, hoop dancing. I've been doing it for many years. So if you guys got a hoop, definitely join along. There's a couple of hoop techniques that I can do to train you, to teach you some hoop dancing stuff. So one of the things that I do a lot that sets me into meditation with hoop dancing is just getting in the zone and spinning the hoops around my body kind of thing. And there's just a few simple techniques to do that where you can do an infinite loop of hoop. Infinite hoop loop. All right, so here's the spinning and here's the swinging. So I call it the figure eight pattern. So once you learn that, you should be able to do this hoop infinitely. So I spin it and swing it, and then it goes throughout my body like this. And I do these techniques all the time to stay in shape, to stay in tune with what I'm doing. And then when you get more advanced at it, you can swing the hoop in different directions, swing it over your back like that. But I'm not gonna ask you guys to do that right off the bat. But once you learn these techniques, they're fairly easy to do. So just sharing some of my hoop techniques here. And they're good for exercising the hands and stuff. Especially for myself, I have different kinds of hoops. I have, this one's a weighted hoop. I got like double tape on it. This is how they look without the tape. It's just plain hoop. You can make these fairly easy. And for those of you that haven't made hoops before, they're really easy to make. So this is how they look when they're apart. There's a little wooden dowel piece here and this, and you just join them together like that, and you just tape them up. And this is the size you typically want to make them, and that's your body type size for hoops. And I've been making hoops for many years. I used to, when I first started making hoops though, I used to do it like this the hard way. I used to like stand on the end of it and make it as tall as me. But as you can see, this one's taller than me, so it doesn't really work for me. What works for me though is if I put them underneath my arm like this and share the or show the size, because when you flip it around, flip it through your body, it fits, right? It fits throughout your body. The hoops, you know, you can fit them all throughout your body like that. So there you go. There's the hoop. So anyways, I got 3 types here that I use. I just use a bare hoop to, it's really slippery, so I don't mind using it. For certain tricks, you need that slipperiness. Like for example, Dakota Lawrence's trick, the late great Dakota Lawrence's trick went something like this. You spin it, and it spins on your arm and you float. So like this floating hoop. Oh, you gotta make sure you don't catch it. Spin it like that. So when you spin it, it floats up and over and down. So it's a pretty cool trick for those of you that are into hoop dancing and cool hoop dancing tricks. Now, one of the things that I like to do when I work out with the hoop is I like to do this jumping exercise. So if you do have a hoop, try this. Or if you don't, when you do get a hoop, definitely try this exercise. So basically what you do is you jump through the hoop like this. So you jump through it like that. So you get familiar with it. See, my arms are bending with it. I'm crouched. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there you go. So there's a little hoop technique that's really good for your, I'm gonna put on some music here so I can get some beat. Little my DJ Crazy Cream music. And I like practicing the music because it gets like a rhythm going. Even just something to step to, get the heartbeat going. And then even when you spin your hoop, it gives you something to spin to, hoop beat. So I'm hopping around to this beat. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that one's a cool trick to know as well. So how that one works is you come out of the figure 8 and you swing and then you jump into it. You can do it on both sides. Like this, jump. A lot of dancers in the Pow-wow circuit, they actually carry little hoops and they do little spin tricks with them. Like they'll spin it around while they're dancing. It's pretty cool. All right. I'm already starting to work up a little sweat. So the other challenging thing I like to do is I like to jump to the beat with the hoop like this. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's good. That's a good exercise for, kind of simulates the squats exercise. You know, when you do squats with weights, same thing with the hoop, like this. And I'm really into combinations with the hoop. The other thing about exercising with a hoop is that it also exercises your brain as well. So you're doing many different movements with it. So You're defying the law of physics when you do that. That's just one hand stuff, right? So I taught myself how to do that because I visualize it before I do it as I do the hoops. So spin, and I once visualized, okay, what if I can actually dance around this hoop while it's spinning? So I figured out how to do that simply by going like this, right? One hand, dancing around the hoop, and then I can change direction by doing this. Just like that. Simple as that. And you can switch sides. Same thing, dance around the hoop. Dancing around it. There we go. And once you learn how to switch hands, you can do it in any direction, even behind your back. You can switch directions on this side too. Throw it over the shoulder. And boom. So there's a couple of the little hoop tricks that I like to share, and it's good. Like it keeps you entertained and challenged because you're exercising your brain while you're doing that, because you're going through the different motions of the hoop. And that's what I like about it the most. So I got one more song. Oh, and I'm gonna add a couple more hoops just to make it interesting. So one of the things I like about hoop dancing is that it automatically, all you gotta do is learn how to spin it on your hand, and literally you don't even have to move your hand, you just move your body, keep your hand the same, and you're spinning the hoop. It's powering the momentum to spin the hoop. So I'm just hopping to the beat, doing that, and then you can switch hands like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know it looks pretty fast when you do that. Okay, and then there's some two hoop stuff. So once you get good at switching around the hoops and stuff like that, you could actually spin two hoops and figure that out. Same thing, I'm holding my hands out, I'm not even doing nothing. See, I'm not even moving my hands, I'm just keeping them straight out like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and grab and turn. You can do double figure eights like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you throw them together like that. And you got a nice little pattern. Nice little hoop pattern with two hoops. All right. Okay, and then here's another cool thing you can do with the hoops. I figured this out when I was really young. It took me like, I don't know, it took me like a couple days, or I just practiced it over and over again. But this is a really cool trick once you learn how to do it. So you spin it one direction, and like I said before, you hold out your arm and you spin the hoops, and you can time them. And I don't even have to move my arm, I'm just dancing to the beat. Then if you get really good, you can do Nicole Laurent style and switch them. And I haven't quite figured out or mastered that trick yet, but it's pretty cool when you can switch them while you're spinning them. You gotta make sure that you're spinning them right in the right place in your arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. That's some pretty crazy stuff to do that. Okay, and some other cool things, what I was doing earlier with one hoop is with two hoops, you can spin them and you can actually turn with them back and forth. So you're turning around, and you can actually keep that going all the way around. You can turn two hoops like that. You're basically just doing what I showed earlier. That's a really cool move, you know. Then, you want to get real fancy, pick it up. So again, I'll show you that move. So it's kind of a combination move where you spin the hoop and it comes back to you, boom, catch it, whoa, not supposed to drop it, but when you catch it, it lands inside the hoop like this. So you have this hoop, and then when it lands, it flips over, then you catch it here, and then you put it here, and you already have one side connected, and your shoulders, and your hand, everything like that. So there you go, boom, boom. So there's lots of different possibilities you can do with it. I like doing a lot of leg stuff in the hoops. So for example, like if I lock them in the legs, and when you do these, it's exercise in itself, right? So here we go, here's that move. I learned this from an elder, actually taught me this move, this hoop move. It's where you have the hoop down here and you kick it up and then you step out of it, and then you have the hoop right here. Nice, conveniently located right there. All right, so from here, you bring the hoop over, change it over, and then you put it on the other side. So there's a lot of interconnected things you can do with the hoops, the hoop dance. And then here's another cool thing you can do. You can drop this hoop, lock it in your leg like that, and then bring it over, and then you have the hoop locked inside of your legs now, and it's really cool. You can grab like another hoop, and then you can actually connect them. This is one of my signature moves that I do. Yeah. And then the cool thing about this is I like this move where I could actually pick up the hoop right here, bring it over, and then pop the rest of this out, and boom, got another shape, another formation. And then Derek Davis, one of the greatest hoop dancers ever, this is one of his moves that I remember from watching when I was a kid. Basically throws this over, brings this over, and then transfers to the other side. So that's a really cool move. Yeah, those guys got some cool tricks there down south. So from here, you can do another cool move where you bring this over, separate the hoops, and then you can throw the hoops in, connect them, and then you got one side in like that. And then you could actually pop this hoop, pop, and then you got this formation. And then from here, well, you want to show it off a little bit, right? Hoop dancing is about telling the story and showing the people your formations. And then from here, put the hoops in here, and you got another formation. I just taught some of my students this recently. This is a good one to know because you can put this behind your head like this. Look at it, I'm a Christmas tree. And then from here, the hoops here, and this is another cool move that you can do. You can hold the hoops with just one hand, like this, and you have that Trinity symbol. And then, last but not least, make it into a whirl. It's another move that I like to do. So there you go. There's a little tiny hoop dance routine that you can do. And if you get really good at it, you can go like this. Put the hoops back down, and then fold them out. Here, there we go. There's another move. There's another move. And there's another move. Here, this one's really fun. The kids really like this move It's called a bumblebee. I call it the bumblebee because you're flying around like a bumblebee. Yeah. And bumblebees are really important to the world. So why not do them in the hoop dance? Yeah, there's lots of different possibilities you can do with the hoops. It's so fun though, like hoop dancing. It just, you know, it can keep you entertained for hours. It's what's kept me happy for all these years, and you know, I've hoop danced all over the world. So anyways, that's my little exercise routine for this morning. I'm already sweating pretty good. So one more thing though, I want to do some push-ups. So let's at least do the 25 push-up challenge. And I was just sharing my tree with you and sharing some holiday spirit. Our family's getting started now to cook. We got the turkey ready. We got the ham. We're gonna start cooking our meal here pretty soon, because you got to do a lot of prep work for Christmas meals, as many of you know. So we're getting things ready. So I just wanted to say Merry Holidays and Happy Christmas Eve to each and every one of you, and also to show gratitude and thanks for everybody always tuning in and saying good things and participating. And just a reminder too to exercise on a regular basis. You need exercise because it just helps you stay healthy and you feel good and you look good. So that's all I can say. That's my gift to you. So thanks. So let's do some push-ups now. Let's do the 25 push-up challenge. So you guys know the drill. Let's do that. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 25 push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and one more for good luck, 26. All right. Yeah, you can do many more of those if you want. So it's all up to you guys. So good morning, everybody, and Merry Holidays. Just wanted to come on here this morning just to remind you and share a little holiday cheer. Why not, hey? You know, because this time of the year can be challenging, especially since a lot of us are stuck on lockdown. Just, you know, there's other things we can do instead of doing what we normally do all the time. Yeah, and thanks for joining. And yeah, I just wanted to share from my home to your home and wish you a happy and merry holidays. And I'll be back here tomorrow, even though it'll be Christmas Day. I'm still gonna get in my workout because calories don't take holidays. So it's important to exercise on a regular basis. It sort of helps you with your health, and you're gonna enjoy that holiday meal, that food, so much better when you do exercise. So thanks again for joining and tuning in. As always, thanks again, and wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you guys get everything on your wish list, and if not, well then just I'll wish it for you. Okay, so thanks again for joining me. As always, I'm gonna sign off now. So until in the meantime and in between time, keep fit, have fun, stay safe out there, and we'll catch you again later. Hi, peace out.